Guys, what the hell is going on in Asorok? And I need someone to answer me like as soon as possible. The other day it was Daniel Buwala embarrassing us on an international stage. And today we have Bayo Onanuga embarrassing us again, but thankfully not on an international stage, on Twitter. So Daniel Buwala, in case you don't know him, he is the special advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on information and strategy. Daniel Buwala made a post. He replied to a video that was posted by an ex-user on X. And in that post, he's calling for Very Dark Man to face the might of the law. And he accuses Very Dark Man of spreading wrong information against the president. I'm going to show you that video and then we can discuss what exactly went down.
They've been trying to take me out from the position, but it's not possible. And mind you, I'm winning this election. I don't care whatever is happening. Nigeria deserves it. Because when I was running as a president, they didn't wanted me. Now, all of a sudden, they want me to rescue them from insecurity. As of last week, I called Peter Obi to step down for me, but he refused. Now, I'm not begging him again. I will be whatsoever in my mind, and I will make sure the insecurity affects people in Southeast more. Listen, I am going to borrow more and more and more money from World Bank. Try to understand me. I wouldn't like to stop this insecurity because if I do, how will our party be able to raise funds to win elections? Think about it. Even the loans I'm taking is to fund them. Also, I have planned after I'm done with my position as a president.
The thing here is you can see Very Dark Money, of course, in this video. And then along the line, then there is an audio playing. That audio sounds like the voice of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then this video makes it look like Very Dark Man is leaking a WhatsApp audio from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the public about, him saying that people of Southeast are going to face insecurity and just so many things that was said in that audio. You're listening to this audio, you think, oh, Very Dark Man has broken the news. Well, Daniel Buwala said, according to Daniel Buwala, he suggests that that audio is wrong. And he's not wrong for suggesting that that is wrong. But the thing here is, that audio is in fact wrong. Not only is it wrong, the entire video has been doctored. Very Dark Man, of course, made a video seated on that chair and posted on his account. But that particular video containing the audio of President Bola, the audio that sounds like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was not put out, shared, or cannot even be attributed to Very Dark Man because that video was created by an unknown person. This person took a video from Very Dark Man's page, added this AI audio, and then make it look like it was Very Dark Man exposing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then we have Mr. Special Advisor, who has access to the best technology in the country, to the best information in the country, somehow failed to use that. And then he quotes this video without verifying. So I even wonder, we're going to get into that, but let me just finish my point. He quotes this video and is calling for Very Dark Man to face the might of the law. Again, this man has access to the greatest form of information in the country. You can fact check anything. You have the resources. You work in the presidency. You work in Asorok. You work for the president. So you have the highest access and the best access. But somehow you failed to use that. And then you come out and you put out a careless tweet. And now everyone is calling you out and telling you, hey, that video that you're quoting is doctored. It's not a real video. Very Dark Man did not say that. He didn't post that video. It is concerning and it is ironic because, like I said earlier, this man is a special advisor on information and strategy. What kind of information and what kind of strategy can someone like Bayo offer to the president? And these are the people who are in the top roles in our country. Oh my goodness, Mr. Bayo. What kind of information and strategy what kind of advice on information and strategy can you offer to the president? If something as simple as this, you cannot fact check, you cannot verify, you're just, going on a rant on Twitter. Well, there's been a lot of reaction to this. And a lot of people actually believed this. Some people are even calling for Very Dark Man to be arrested. and saying is very dark man untouchable. This is not even me trying to advocate for very dark man or say that, oh, I like very dark. There's some things that we agree on, and there's some things that we disagree on. There's some things I do not agree with very dark man on. So this is not an endorsement or whatever the case may be. So there are a lot of people who have believed this, and I don't even know why in the first place. I don't know why anyone would even think that that audio is real. I want to remind you guys how President Bola Ahmed Tinubu sounds. The one thing with this audio is there is fluency. Even though the audio sounds like his voice, there is fluency. It sounds very fluent. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu doesn't sound that fluent. I want to remind you how he sounds with this video clip from Salah celebration when he was in Lagos. I want to remind you how our president sounds so you don't mix the two up. This is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and this is how he sounds when he speaks. Have a listen.
It's mercy, and we must learn from the lessons of this season. And it's showing love to one another, no discrimination, no ethnicity, no hatred, and we should share love and be generous to one another in a way that will reflect the value of our country.
So when you listen to that, and then you listen to that doctored audio, how do you even think that that is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Can't you tell that this is AI? Now I'm talking to the people on Twitter who thought that audio was real, not to Bayo at this point now. You listen to, we've heard Bola Ahmed Tinubu speak on so many occasions. You cannot think that that fluent audio is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And now, by the way, Very Dark Man has responded to Bayo. According to Very Dark Man, he was in a business meeting when his phone kept on blowing up, and he, decided to check Twitter and see what was going on, and then he saw the post that Bayo Onanuga made. And this is what Very Dark Man has to say to Bayo. Have a listen.
See, to the president's spokesman, you are a very, very stupid old man.
Full stop.
You are so stupid. I know so now don't get me for mine, so this is part of an agenda. That is why, you see this audio, I will not defend it. She will not say na me. And when I come back to Nigeria, I must feel the weight of the law. You know the shame. See how you open your mouth. You spread. You spread. Now you can talk. Now you can talk. Bandits went into a school in Oyo State. They carried 3 teachers. 1 man, 2 women. They carried students. One of the teachers was backing an infant child. Few days later, there was a report that one of the teachers was beheaded by Onanuga. Where is your comment on that? As I speak to you today, today is Children's Day. Those children are still in an unknown location as we speak.
This is so funny. Like, it's him outwardly insulting Bayo for me. And, they just, of course, like I said earlier, guys, there's no way anyone would listen to that and think that that is real. And to whomever doctored that video, you have to be crazy. Like, I'm not a fan of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but I don't see myself ever doing something like that. Like, you have to be a crazy person, And I don't know if this attacks on Very Dark Man is happening because Very Dark Man has been speaking against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Very Dark Man has a certain kind of influence, and I don't know whether the camp of Tinubu is scared of that influence affecting the election. I don't even know if he's capable of even affecting the election result. I don't know if he has the power to do that, or whether Very Dark Man believes that the presidency feels threatened because he's speaking out against them. That is his opinion. But anyways, it takes a fool, I'm sorry for lack of a better word, a fool to believe that audio. I want to read out some reaction, and we have this tweet from Dotun that says, it would take a dumb person to believe that the video circulating a Very Dark Man and the audio leak was not doctored. It is obvious it was cooked. Yes, it is so obvious. Because when you listen to the audio and you listen to what Very Dark Man said in that video, there is no connect. Like, guys, we can do better. We can do better. Because Like I said, there are people who actually believe that that audio was real. I don't want to blame AI because that was such an easy one to guess. I'm going to read another tweet from Nas Boy, and he says, "So guess what? The very dark man thing wasn't even real, yet people were already celebrating and praying for his arrest. I may not agree with everything VDM says, but I respect his courage to constantly call out the government on issues affecting all of us. If we succeed in silencing him today, I'm asking you, will you have the courage to speak up tomorrow? The Rattel movement isn't a cult. It's just Nigerians who are tired. Forget who is leading it. Nigerians need more courageous people who can call out the government." Exactly. I do appreciate very dark man's courage, even though we don't agree on certain things. I do appreciate his courage to constantly call out this government and demand better. I am not a fan of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't want to see him become our president again. I just have to say it's the way it is, the way I feel it in my heart. And for Bayo Onanuga to, I just have to say this. You know that that post, as at the time when I'm recording this video, that post is still up on Bayo Onanuga's Twitter or X. There are a lot of people in the comments who are telling him this video is not real. It has been doctored with AI. Very Dark Man didn't say this. They have posted the real video. But Bayo has still not taken that tweet down. That tweet is still on his account. What does that tell you about Bayo? And what does that tell you about Asorok and the people in it? A whole special advisor on information and strategy. Oof, reminds me of Lai Mohammed, who used to be our Minister of Community. Is he Minister of Information? Sorry. And people, I don't want to divert, but that is crazy, you know. And I hope Bayo will know better and take that tweet down because, as someone who has such powers in the presidency, who has access again to verify any information on the internet, you you know what? There's a lot of things that come out of Asa work that sometimes I'm like, how did we let these things happen? Like, how did President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? He has the money, the resources to hire the most intelligent people in Nigeria, and he settled for Bayo and he settled for Daniel Bowala. That tells me a lot. That's where I'm gonna end my video today. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a good rest of your day. Bye.